Hi Cancer, this is your astrological prognosis for September 2012 with me, Lada from astrolada.com, where I have my birth chart calculator where you can go and find out the exact degree of your ascendant and the sign of your ascendant sign, because this is the one which is very important for prediction, and also find out your moon sign from where you can see how you're gonna feel emotionally about the things that are happening in your life, and from a more personal perspective. And the sun sign is more to do with your goals in life. So the three signs affect, but I've seen that the ascendant sign has the strongest influence. So always check the prognosis of your ascendant sign if you know your time of birth, of course, because the ascendant sign is reliant on the time of birth. If you have the sun, moon, or the sun, the moon, or the ascendant, and particularly the ascendant also, in Cancer, this is what September will hold for you. And I start for all the signs with the same announcement that Saturn is for the last time, for the last month, since 2.5 years in the sign of Libra, which is your fourth house for you, Cancer. Fourth house. So for the past 2.5 years, Saturn has been testing fourth house affairs of your life. And fourth house affairs are to do with family, so to do with your properties, with your foundation in life, how anchored you are in life. So for a lot of you, and also parents, family, mother, also your emotional well-being, and wherever Saturn passes, it tests that area of life. So some of you maybe went through difficult periods with family, with mother. Maybe the mother had a difficult period in her life, relationship with her, with parents. Maybe some of you, Saturn has a separating influence of in the past 2.5 years. I can't say exactly when. For each of you might have been different. Maybe for you it was 2.5 years ago when Saturn went into that house. So for some of you maybe it was last month. Depends on your personal horoscope. But because Saturn has separative influence, it's very likely that some of you relocated during this period, made a change with their property, moved away from their roots. Often people fly away the nest, especially young people during this period, or if you, you can move away somewhere also with your whole family, or you can move yourself. When Saturn passed through my fourth house, I came to England for the first time. And it's always a period where Saturn is a bit more testing in relationship with property matters, family matters, and emotional matters. Where are you anchored? Where are you based in this world? Fourth house is the house at the bottom of the horoscope. This is where you step with your feet. This is your, just like the home is our foundation in life, our family. Anything that might have, Saturn might have ungrounded you for a bit to put you on a new ground for you. And from then on, Saturn, for the last time this month, is there. So there is the last time that such problems to do with family can crop up, or with property, some changes there, some, anything to do with property that you're restructuring, or with family, as I said, or with close people, or with your emotional well-being. Often, the fourth house is your inner world, how emotionally safe you feel, and Saturn there might have might have made you feel for the past 2.5 years, sometimes more intense, sometimes less, but emotionally less happy within yourself, emotionally more hard on yourself, and emotionally a bit more discontent as well. That it brings a sense of loneliness sometimes as well, because also, especially if it's connected to relocation, a person, it's often connected to loneliness, especially at the beginning, till they readjust and readapt to the new environment, and till they build a new foundation. A lot of people were building new foundations in their life as well, and it's a symbolic new start in life. Whenever Saturn passes in one of the four cardinal houses, the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, and the 10th, there is a symbolic new beginning in your life. And basically you're building the foundations for the next 15 years in your life. Whatever you did in these 2.5 years now, and in September last, is what is the foundation that you're going to be moving onwards and forward from then on in your life, So hopefully those of you who build a strong foundation will have strong results further on. And you can reassess those topics in your life, how you dealt with those issues. Are you concluding it productively, or with a bitter taste in your mouth? And is the last time, as I said, these issues can be completed, resolved, or crop up again, So something happening in that area. In particular, those of you will be affected more by Saturn. Cancers who are born from the 17th to around the 22nd or 23rd of July, so the last days of Cancer when the sun was in Cancer, or those who have the ascendant or moon from 25 to 30 degrees Cancer, Saturn is testing you for the last time. And in you, it might not be only to do with family, property, or home. For you, Saturn can be on any level of life that can be testing. You know, it can be in relationships, it can be in career, making you work hard or making you change your direction in your career and your path in life. In anything, you know, it very much depends on your particular horoscope. I cannot give you specific things, but Saturn is about restructuring, about hard work, about focus and concentration. And if you're conscientious and low and hardworking, you can pass through this period smoothly. If you're more tend to be more negative and depressive or more resentful and bitter, this can be a more painful period for you as well. You know, it can be more painful. And the best way to deal with Saturn is to accept, to have patience, to work hard, and to keep moral, clean life. Definitely, because Saturn makes you pay back otherwise. And it's the last push for those people in particular. And I want to mention another group of Cancers, those of them who are born around the 28th, 29th, or 30th of June, plus minus a day before or after, or those of you who have their ascendant or moon around 6 or 7 degrees, plus minus a degree again. You have a very powerful influence from Uranus and Pluto. They're combining together right now, and it's very rare. You'll probably never have it again in your life. And it's going to be active for you, particularly intense in September, but you're going to feel it probably for a whole year. 2012, 2013, it's also very possible for those energies to work into your life. And if you have those degrees in your horoscope, it's a period of intense changes in your life. I cannot tell you in what area of your life, again, it's very horoscope particular, but it's something like a psychological breakthrough can happen in your life. And for breakthrough to happen, often the universe uses a bit more cruel methods, like a crisis in your life, like a big change to shake you up, to derail you into a different direction. So 6-7 degrees of Cancer, be careful with a big change. You can disconnect from the past right now. You can put you on a new path in life. You can, and this process can be quite painful. You can have a sudden awareness and awakening about certain things, you know, but there is a big shift in your consciousness right now, often triggered by outside events when a person is resistant to change from inside. And thank you very much, Cancers. Think about the lessons of Saturn. How did you build your foundation? Maybe the last time certain processes and developments to do with this foundation in your life you built, and family and property matters can crop up. How are you going to deal with them now? And thank you so much, and I'll see you next month.